Hey guys, I just wanted to talk about something really important real quick. I don't want to make this channel politically charged in any way. We're here to have fun and play Magic, but I felt like this was important. What's happening right now in Texas with this abortion law is completely inhumane towards women, and I wanted to go ahead and post some organizations that you guys could go donate to and hopefully help change the course of what's happening in that state right now, because I don't believe it's constitutional to tell someone what they can and can't do with their bodies. For the past couple years, especially at the beginning of the pandemic and everything else, we've been going through a lot of social changes in this country. With the death of George Floyd, it opened our eyes to racism. With all the attacks against Asian Americans, it opened our eyes to hate against Asian Americans. There's been so much homophobia in certain states of this country, and we want to make sure that we're continuing to advocate and fight against those things and keep the cause going, man. We don't want to end up losing how far we've come to get to this point. So go ahead and go to those organizations, donate what you can if you can, and let's fight back. And I wanted to leave you guys with one statement, that if the penalty for an abortion is stronger than the penalty for rape, it's not about your moral fortitude. It's not about, your religion. It's about keeping a group of people down. And I hope you guys won't stand for oppression just like I won't. Let's get into this video, and I appreciate your time.
Got my shot lined up, crossing minus plus. Will I fire on ya? Bishop, knight, or rook, bright as diamond. Some will find it rough to just rise above. As I got my shot lined up, thought it's on the target pull. I done gotta stop, reload.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of OB Plays MTG. I am OB, and today we are playing the historic format once more with Gabe Nassief's Azorius control list. This list has been a super fun time for me for some reason, and I don't play control often, and now I am, and I'm like starting to enjoy it and find the cool intricacies and play patterns and things like that. Basically, the list was put together when Historic Horizons came out. I copped it off of a CFB Pro. It was just something that I was interested in playing, and I've been hearing from a lot of friends that my land sequencing needs help. I need to be patient with my plays. I play cards when I don't need to, so I thought it was interesting to give this a shot, and it's worked out really well. We're in Diamond 2 now, so I actually recorded a video yesterday of this deck, and it apparently didn't upload because when I looked in my YouTube, it just had the intro, and there was just a black screen throughout, so when it must have had problems exporting in my video editing software. It's also my birthday, which is pretty cool. So we're just going to re-record everything, do another video today, and just post it up, and then let you guys watch it from today and enjoy your Sunday. The only changes that I made to the deck are Test of Talents in the sideboard, just to kind of deal with Tybalt's Trickery decks. I know Rest in Peace is in there, kind of helps, but that doesn't help against Throes of Chaos. Actually, I don't even know how Rest in Peace would help if it doesn't help against Throes of Chaos, but yeah, it just kind of helps. Test of Talents helps against Throes of Chaos Trickery decks, because you can just kind of test the talents, either their Tybalt's Trickery or their Throes of Chaos, and it kind of just throws them off a little bit, because the way the decks are built now, I don't believe they have like zero-costed spells. So if you take out that Trickery, I mean, their Throes of Chaos doesn't do anything. The only thing it's looking for is Tybalt's Trickery. So Archmage's Charm, new card in the deck. From Historic Horizons, also Modern Horizons. I mean, the thing is a beast. I played against like Mono Red Madness, and they beat me game 1, but game 2 I started bringing in a little extra removal, Authority of the Consuls and all that, and I was taking tokens from them and blocking their creatures. Got to a point where I could wipe the board, stabilize, and then I started, I put down a Shark Typhoon. I'm starting to churn through the deck and, put shark tokens, make a wide battlefield, and they really didn't stand a chance. It was actually a really interesting and fun game. We're in Diamond 2, like I said, I believe, and it's been a really fun time learning how to play Magic with this deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get into some games. We are playing Azorius Control, guys. I've been enjoying this so much. It's my birthday. Got some good Indian food coming that I'm very excited about. Looks like we have either Rogues or Rakdos Arcanist. I'm not sure about this hand. This can deal with something early, like a Stitcher Supplier, or... I mean, this deals with all of their creatures, even Kroxa. But I'm not 100% sure on whether or not these are going to be worth it. So I think we're just going to do that. This is a little better, believe it or not. Put Castle Vantress. Nah. We'll put the island to the bottom. Sorry, my phone's blowing up, man. Everybody's like, oh, happy birthday. What's up, man? What are you doing today? And I'm just playing Magic, and I'm going to try and make to Mythic this year. Or this season. And hopefully we can do that today. We'll go ahead and just portable hold that. I don't want them to get any unnecessary value. We do have... I need 2 white sources. We'll see how we do here. That's fine. We can take 1 damage. I think we're going to play the white. Go ahead and Narset. Might need that, actually. Just in case. I don't know what creatures they're playing. They might be playing Madness because of they're using Bomat Courier. Could be Burn. I think we'll just take the Memory Lapse. We have Settle the Wreckage for if they try and make a big attack. Yeah, it's definitely Burn. Okay. So, this is an interesting sequence of events here. So I can take this. Soulscar Mage. We could also cycle a Shark, but opponent's more than likely going to use a burn spell, buff it up. So I think we'll wait until that happens, and we'll take it. We'll also see what they play. We might want to Memory Lapse something. We'll wait until... Okay, they're not doing anything, so we'll go ahead and use this to just draw 2 cards. Kind of hopefully fill out our hand a little bit. Lightning Helix, okay. So opponent decided to do that. Interesting. Alright. We're going to just continue to take a little bit of damage here and there from that Roiling Vortex. We don't have life gain. It's a bit of a bummer, but we can sort things out as we go. We'll go ahead and end the turn. Plays a Bomat Courier. So opponent's trying to... Alright, we'll just go ahead, let him attack. We're going to make a 3/3 Shark. Opponent's definitely got a burn spell. We can run it out of their hand at least. We may block the Bomat Courier if this isn't a burn spell. We'll go ahead and block the Bomat Courier and force them to discard whatever they got. Okay, Unholy Heat. Nice. Still gonna kill the Bomat Courier. We've got 1 card in hand, so here's what we need to do. We can seal away. Get rid of the Soulscar Mage. And then we'll just hold up, Settle the Wreckage, get rid of their land, and then maybe we can draw into something here. Now that thing's pinging the opponent as well, so we kind of have things we can do here, which is pretty good. Opponent might just buy Loris this turn, which wouldn't be bad for us, I mean. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and counter that. I don't need anything else dealing damage to us. We're already dealing with that Roiling Vortex. Opponent's got nothing, obviously. Wrath of God doesn't really do much for us here. I think we're just going to have to continue holding up mana. Go ahead, Memory Lapse that. Okay, we drew into a Mind Stone. We're going to take 4 from that, 1 from that. I don't know what the last card in opponent's hand is. That's my only issue. We'll play the Mind Stone. He's got a burn spell, so we'll go ahead and draw a card with it. Hopefully we draw into some sort of something. We got a land. Is that 3/3? We'll go ahead and buy Kaheera, and that's it. That's all we can do. Leyline of Sanctity would be amazing here. We're going to take 4. We'll go ahead and cycle this. Opponent's probably got Wizard's Lightning in hand, so we're probably dead here, but we might as well try and get another card. I'll play this out. We're probably dead. We're going to go ahead and play this out. Put something on the battlefield. But, like I said, the opponent's probably going to draw into, like, their perfect burn spell draw. Oh, no. Okay. We will draw a card. See if we can stabilize from this. We'll go ahead and replay Narset. Try and find something here that we can... Oh, that's perfect. Okay. We'll go ahead and attack. Deal 3. End the turn. Leave up some blue mana. Anything they play here, we're just going to absorb. Give us a little bit of cushion to our life total. Probably should have waited on that counter, since they're going to play that stupid Roiling Vortex card. But it's okay. We got Narset. We can find another Teferi if we need to. Baffling End. Probably have to take that. Let's go ahead and draw a card, see what we get into here. Search for Escanta. A little slow. We'll cycle. Another land. Put this down as a blue. We'll attack. We can play this, actually, and we'll have 3 mana available. We can counter anything crazy that comes from the opponent. We have blocker for Den of the Bugbear. We can always take their token with Den of the Bugbear as well. Opponent might just buy Loris, which would be good for us, I guess. We'll go put this down. Might as well make a 2-2 with this. Make a 3-3. Try and draw into a second Teferi. I should have just dumped that.
Let's skip to the good part.
I just woke up, guys. Give me a break. Memory Lapse is okay. We're gonna attack. We're still in an okay spot because we have counter answers. They're just going to use Ramunap Ruins, looks like. Try and get our life total down as much as possible, but we have answers to anything that they play. We also can block all of their stuff, so... Yep, that's it. That's game. Alright. We managed to squeak out of that one. I could have played a little better there, though, for sure. What do I like here? This could be pretty backbreaking. I don't like Memory Lapse because I just like... We're just delaying the inevitable against a deck like this. Let's see here. Instant or sorceries. We could get rid of their bird spells, which is pretty good. Bring in one Dovin's Veto. Well, actually, we'll bring in two, because Search for Escant is a little slow in this matchup. Got some answers for their creatures. We'll just go ahead and play it like this, see how it goes. It's supposed to work today, man. I'm not really looking forward to that either. This is a pretty decent opening hand. We can get rid of their Chandras, we can get rid of their couriers, we can do a lot of things with it. I'm going to keep this as a cycle land, in case we got to churn through the deck a little bit. Play this, and I will Portable Hull Dragon's Rage Channel. And a shock. The key to this matchup is definitely making sure their hand stays as little and low as possible. Whatever they play, I mean, it could be Bomat Courier, which would be kind of a bummer, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so let's just go to Lightning Helix. And Skewer the Critics, okay. Part of me wants to play that, but I think what we're going to do here is just put this on white. And we're just going to probably cycle this at the end of their turn. They already wasted 2 burn spells. Okay, Static Discharge, nice. We'll take 2 here. Screw it. Live life on the edge, right? Yeah, we're going to go ahead and counter that. We don't need to take any more damage. We're on a clock. We'll cycle this Irrigated Farmland. Oh, that would have been great a turn ago. Okie doke. We'll resolve. Another Dovin's Veto doesn't help us very much. Especially when they've got Ramunap Ruins open. They don't play anything this turn? Okay, yeah, we're gonna counter that for sure. Teferi. We get rid of that Roiling Vortex. We might be good here now. That's okay. We're gonna go ahead and just hold up Dovin's Veto. They're gonna try and... Yeah, no sir. Narset, try and draw into something here. That's not a bad draw. Should have just bought Kaheera there, but here we are. Okay, opponent's gonna just buy Loris. We're gonna play Teferi. I don't have any counter spells. I just don't want to end up taking a ton of damage here, so we're just gonna tuck that. We'll go ahead and, I guess, grab another Shark Typhoon. We'll cycle one at the end of their turn. Okay, Roiling Vortex makes sense. Pay 0. Okay, drew into a land. Take 1. Baffling End doesn't help us here. Draw a card.
Need to move quickly.
Another Teferi does. Tuck this. We'll cycle this Irrigated Farmland. Sure. Cycle the farmland. We are going to Baffling End the Luris. We'll draw a card. Hopefully it's a counter spell. It's not. We'll play this. And get a Archmage's Charm. Awesome. Okay. We have Devout Decree to deal with Dragon's Rage Channeler. So we're slowly putting things together. Looks like not. Okay. Got the save with the Shark Typhoon. How we're managing to stay alive right now is beyond me. We'll go ahead and block that so it can't come back. We are definitely going to play Authority of the Consuls. We will draw a card with Teferi. Test of Talents isn't bad. We can deal with one of their issues. We have plenty of cards to deal with what they got going here. I need to gain some life. I don't know, maybe opponent will get greedy. Actually, they can't even do this. So... Absorb. Gain some life back. Counter target spell. We'll go ahead and draw a card. Drew into dismiss, which isn't bad. If I put this together, we can start attacking. We can do this, and hopefully if they have a burn spell, we can just test the talents of that beast. Yep, opponent decided to scoop. Yeah, I don't know how we ended up stabilizing both of those matches, but we did. And it worked out. A couple of, like, memorable plays. I mean, we just kind of drew into the stuff we needed. This would have been really good if they drew a burn spell and tried to cast it. We ended up just having the mana to stabilize. This would have been an issue, but the opponent didn't know that. So we're just going to take it as it is. All right. I will see you guys in the next one. We might see Mythic in a few days. Still playing some Azorius. I've been running into some weird stuff on the ladder. Like, I ran into a Peer into the Abyss deck earlier. With Underworld Dreams, I've run into some weird stuff. So, the ladder's in kind of a strange place. Everybody's playing the Arena Open right now. Inspector of Thraben. Not Thraben Inspector. Inspector of Thraben. Alright. This is a great starting hand, I think, personally. I'm going to keep this. We'll go ahead and play this tapped. And we can, we have an answer for any of their early stuff. We can Memory Lapse. We can do a lot of things. Opponent's playing more than likely Jeskai control. We can also bring in Rest in Peace and do a couple things, so... I don't want opponent to get that much card advantage. So, we're going to go ahead and put that on top of the library and make him play it again. We drew into a second Memory Lapse. See if opponent has lands. They do not. I can leave this up to cycle it. You can play this on white. I'm going to go ahead and Portable Hull. We'll take out Search for Escanta. And we'll have Archmage's Charm as just kind of a backup. And if opponent doesn't do anything... Oh, they have a second Search for Escanta. We're going to go ahead and put that on top of the library because the opponent is struggling with lands right now, so... Power Memory Lapse. Opponent is like, do I even want to continue playing this game? Regardless, we're going to play this tapped and leave up an Archmage's Charm. I'd be tilted too. The salt, you know. I'd be really tilted. Inspector of Thraben, what you thinking about? You know what makes me angry? The fact that we buy trash bags to put our trash in just to throw them out. Like, that drives me crazy. That's something I'm salty about. What else am I salty about? People who don't use their turn signal. That drives me crazy, too. Opponent's probably just going to salt rope us out because that's what people do when they realize they lost, because this is a toxic environment. And you can either be upset about it or you can make fun of them. And that's kind of what I'm doing. Play better. There's always this. The wheel, man. The wheel will take you... The wheel is the best card of all. The best card of all is the wheel. Because that red button just ends the game, man. We're going to go ahead and just play this tap. We're going to leave up Archmage's Charm. Probably just draw cards, depending on what opponent plays. They want to play Search for Escanta. They're probably quitting, though. That's just kind of how it is. Could be backbreaking and just counter whatever they play next. They don't have any lands. They're going to miss their land drop. But if opponent ropes us out now, that's another victory. I'll take it. Sorry for your luck, man. I will put an actual good game on here, I promise. Like all these, the past two opponents have just been salty. Salt rope. And I just kicked my desk. You guys probably heard that. What'd you upset you're stuck on 2 mana? Is that your life? It's a good thing I like my chicken seasoned. It's a good thing I like my steak seasoned, bro. What's that? Diamond 2. We're out here making them salty. Hopefully the next game we can actually have an opponent who wants to play some Magic. Let's get to it. You know, some days I feel like it's my personal job to just make people quit Arena. Like, if you can't handle it, bro, don't put Magic. It's a variance game. It don't make no sense to me. Like, people get so angry. This is a card game for 13-plus-year-olds. Like, I don't understand it. It's Arena, man. Just let it be. Have fun. We're chilling. I don't know. I kind of wish that one of these was a counterspell. If that was the case, then... I mean, it's a good hand. The issue is, it's a good hand against aggro. It's a bad hand against something that's I need to counter. So, we'll just keep it. We'll roll the dice. I've been running into a little bit more aggro on the ladder lately, so... Okay, Merfolk. Simic Merfolk. I just love playing with this card in Jumpstart because I get Tropical Islands in my hand. And I think that's really neat. Wow, they got rid of that. That's interesting. We do have answers for Merfolk. We're going to go ahead and play this on white. Baffling End. We'll get rid of Kumina's Speaker. Opponent's got 3 cards in hand. We can take 2 damage. I just want to make sure that they don't get too much of a board presence because that's what Merfolk does, and then it becomes completely, like, impossible to take care of the problem, so... We'll play this. We're going to take some damage here, and then we can go ahead and, leave up Settle the Wreckage, probably? I kind of want opponent to... We might just Wrath here. How many cards do I got in the graveyard? 1. Alright, we'll go ahead and hold up Settle the Wreckage. I want them to commit to the board a little bit here before I start making Wraths. We're okay. They can attack. Settle the Wreckage. Exile all their stuff. Opponent goes ahead and scoops up. Aggro. I like Discontinuity and a Dovin's Veto, and 2 of these. Authority of the Consuls is great. I don't need Devout Decree. That's not going to do anything. They could be playing Collected Company, which I think Dovin's Veto will help with. I honestly don't really like Memory Lapse. I'm not sure if they draw too many cards. I guess with Savilan or whatever, the legendary merfolk they do. I'm trying to think. Mind Stone's okay to come out. And Search is a little bit slow in this matchup. We'll give this a shot. Give it a shot. Well, at least his opponent decided they wanted to stick around with us today. Not a lot of early interaction, but I like it. We might draw into something. I know y'all are thinking I'm crazy, but I think it's worth it in this case. We definitely want Settle the Wreckage because the opponent is going to be putting a ton of stuff on the battlefield. See, this is why we keep our greed keeps, alright? We'll go ahead, get rid of Shoreline Scout, keep the board state empty, play this next. And we have an island that'll make our Glacial Fortress come in untapped. Okay. Makes sense. Totally cool. I get it. Opponent's going to be a little bit more hesitant to fill their board up. Okay. Mimic, that's cool. Like something I can interact with them, but that's alright. We'll keep on pushing. Probably play Narset because it'll make them want to attack it. Baffling End's not bad. They can go ahead and keep playing spells. That's totally fine. They might attack me. They're seeming pretty intent on doing that, so. Okay. We are going to pass the turn with 4 mana up. Go white, white. Opponent's going to be a little bit more hesitant to attack now. Oh, they're going to get blown out if they do this. Now your things don't have ward. The Indestructible is kind of what makes that card scary. We can get rid of stuff. Next turn, I've got Wrath of God, so if they decide to dump more stuff on the board, totally cool with it. We'll play a Baffling End. Get rid of their merfolk. We don't really have anything to do here. I can buy Kaheera. What am I worried about? They've got 3 cards in hand, nothing on the board. I guess maybe if they have like Merfolk, the stupid legendary one, how much does that cost? 3 mana, so we can get rid of it regardless. I think we will play Narset here. Force them to... Okay, they're collected companying. Could be an issue. Not as bad as it could have been. They drew cards. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do this. Day of Judgment. They'll see it, so they know what's up. Okay. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Well, next turn we can actually get rid of the entire board state, so we're not like really that concerned about this. We have 5 mana. We'll shock this in. Wipe the board. I mean, that's fine too. Well, that just beat us. Oh well, we'll go to game 3. Opponent had a one-off miscast in their hand. Happens that way. Alright. I think we're just going to keep this the way it is. They don't really have any instants I'm worried about. Narset's okay, but it's like, I think we're just going to do this. We took out our commit plan, so we'll just stick to like a stricter control matchup. I wish this was a land. I would absolutely snap keep that hand. This isn't bad, but we'll probably just get rid of a land. Maybe this island. Have this. We can tuck something away. I really want more interaction. I don't even know what this thing is. This, like, creature thing. Yeah, we'll keep it. I don't want to go too low. We can tuck away that land. We'll go ahead and put this in tapped. We might get lucky on our greed keep. Play Shoreline Scout as they always do. Play this next. Drew into a land, which is rough. We can take one. That's fine. Opponent's got 1 mana. They did not exile for a tropical island, which I think is kind of interesting. Okay, they played a second one, that's why. Opponent's like debating whether or not they want a land, which I think they should do. They're probably looking at a pretty great hand of Merfolk. This deck did really well at the SEG thing that happened. Like, I think that someone went like 5-1 with it. People are sleeping on Merfolk. Opponent doesn't want to do anything, apparently. We do have Seal Away for like their indestructible thing and all that. Opponent decided against it. To play a Glass Pool Mimic. Alright. I mean, that's okay. We'll play this. At least we'll draw a card. We can block something next turn. They're thoughtfully thinking out their plays. I want to hold on to Seal Away. We'll just block a Shoreline Scout. Okay, Silver Gill Adept, makes sense. That just taps stuff. Okay. We will. Cycle Shark Typhoon. Get rid of one of their threats. Ooh, that's pretty bananas, actually. Okay. Glacial Fortress. Here's the question. Do I want to wait? And I think waiting is the best thing. So we're just going to pass a turn. Opponent can drop whatever they want. It's fine. They don't have any green mana. They might have the Pearl Trident guy. Anything other than draw cards. Okay. Pay 3. Okay, interesting. I'm still kind of okay with... If you want to tap them, go ahead. We might actually seal away here, because the big scary part is when they get more than whatever merfolk, so... They probably have miscast in hand. If we draw into, like, Mystical Dispute, this will be pretty big blowout for them. They don't have anything. They do not have anything. Wipe the board. This is at least a decent game of Magic. Okay, Deep Root Elite. That's cool. I'm not sure they want to bounce that seal away back into my hand. They might get the Adept to draw a card, which is pretty good. I do need to draw into some gas here. That's not it. We'll play one. Force them to use their miscast or whatever. We got 3 of them in hand. We might as well use them. We're at 14 life, so we're not, like, dead yet. Opponent is going to let me draw a card. Just waiting on what the opponent wants to do here. They might have Brazen Borrower. That makes sense.
Skip to the good part.
Okay, that's a bit of a drag, but we'll play this tapped. We can cycle Irrigated Farmland next turn. Opponent's got to like dump out their hand. We at least got like some card draw going. We can also bounce or tuck whatever they play, you know. So we'll see. Okay, Marrow Regery makes sense. Cycle. Opponent doesn't have anything. We also don't. So we'll play this out. I think honestly, we're going to tuck this. Get rid of it. We're kind of playing from behind here, which is a bit of a bummer. So next turn we have, what's it called? The ability to activate Hall of the Storm Giants, so that'll be pretty good. Opponent's kind of taking a chance here by dumping everything onto the battlefield. Okay, Mistbinder, nice. Opponent hit a stall in their game plan, apparently. Okay, cool. They want to probably cast Brazen Borrower. They're going to kill Teferi, which is fine. We have a few more. If I draw into a Wrath here, opponent is like beyond done. Like, they're going to have a tough time. I got to do something. It'll probably be Tuck, Merfolk, Mistbinder. Okay. They'll attack Teferi down. Per the usual. And here's to a Wrath.
Let me know if
Did not get the Wrath we needed. Okay. We'll enter that in tapped. It's going to have 6 coming in the air. And then 7, 8, 9, 10 on the ground. So we have to do something. Draw into something here. Because I can tuck the Mistbinder. We can tuck the Mistbinder. And I think we're still dead. I think. Yeah, we'll tuck the Mistbinder. See if that helps us out a little bit, because it'll cut down on the plus counters on the merfolk. So, we're not at lethal, but we do need to draw into something like ASAP. And if they draw into like a lord, we're kind of screwed. So they didn't draw into the lord. They can't promote lethal. So on target merfolk. Okay. Makes sense. We're going to concede. Opponent just got the better of us. So merfolk's a quick deck. It's hard to play against. They have like little cheap cantrips and stuff that they can get out, and we didn't really draw into what we needed. We drew into a bunch of these. If opponent didn't draw into something that would have given them another merfolk, we would have survived another turn, possibly drawn a card, and it would have been a Wrath. That would have been game, but they ended up having lethal damage. So, that was cool. Let's get into the wrap-up. We've been playing for a little while here, and got to see the deck at work. All right. Well, the deck played pretty well. We went 3-1. Basically, the last opponent was Merfolk, and that deck's just really aggressive. And when you're playing blue-white control, or any control for that matter, if you're playing against a deck that is going underneath everything you're trying to do, and you're playing a 5-mana Planeswalker onto a battlefield that has 3 creatures on it, that is supposed to only really win the game when it's onto an empty battlefield, you're going to run into some problems. And, you know, when you're not drawing the rads like you need them, just kind of what makes Magic so cool. When you got an aggro deck, a control deck, or a combo deck, and you have to figure out and, you know, match each piece and do the thing. Otherwise, if you want to craft this, I recommend it. It's fun. We're going to be getting a lot of new cards with Midnight Hunt next week, so there might be some more additions to it on top of the Historic Horizons cards. And it's pretty cheap. Just kidding, it's not. It's actually really expensive to craft. But if you have the wild cards, you have the time, and you really love playing control, you can actually win some matches, and I've gotten up to Diamond 2 with this deck. I'm 2 tiers away from Mythic, which is something that's crazy to say to me. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing a schedule anymore. I'm going to put out 2 to 3 videos, so make sure you got the notifications turned on so you can get to it, and you can find the videos easier, and it'll let you know. And you guys can watch and play Magic with me. And as always, till I see you next time, good luck out there in the Magic Sphere. Take care.